Hello, my name is Ben and I'm a young person's mentor from Oasis Domestic Abuse Service. Some of you might be aware that it's National Mental Health Awareness Week this week, and it's with that in mind that I'm going to have a quick chat about things you can do to support yourself and people you care about during lockdown. The coronavirus crisis is a historic worldwide event for everybody, and lots of people are feeling very unsettled. If you are feeling like this, you are not alone. It's okay to not be okay at the moment. Throughout the lockdown, I've definitely had some positive vibes, spending more time with family, having time to clean out my shed, and although it doesn't sound it, it is very cool to have a shed. I've been cooking lots of new things, and I have to be honest, I'm watching lots of box sets on TV. Doing the Thursday night claps for the NHS has been good, and it's nice to see everybody in the neighbourhood showing their appreciation and goodwill joining in doing the clap. Together with this though, there's definitely been some downs, and I'm sure like many of you, I've worried a lot about coronavirus, how it's affecting people, all of the deaths, worries that someone I know or that myself, that me myself could get the virus, and also thinking about when will lockdown end so I can see my family and friends and also get a haircut. Something that I haven't done is not to try and forget those worries, because that's kind of impossible. What I found useful is to spend a bit of time thinking about things that I'm worried about and giving them a few minutes attention, and then try and get on with my day. Otherwise I think I might not, there could be times when I just don't get out of bed and kind of anxiously focus on the worries, which really I've no power over, okay? There will be things that you can't change, like the length of lockdown and if there will ever be a vaccine for COVID-19, so try not to dwell on these too much. There could be things that you could have some control over. Remember when I said I was enjoying watching lots of box sets? Well, that sort of ruined my sleep pattern because I was staying up late watching one more episode, which led to another episode. I was probably eating too many snacks while I was doing it too. This meant I was getting tired, grumpy, anxious and annoying people at home. Although it's great to watch a whole season of Stranger Things in one day, it's not exactly very productive. I know it sounds very boring and grown up, but sleep really is good for you. It's good for your physical and emotional well-being. Lately I've been getting better sleep and trying to exercise outside in the sunshine, which has helped a lot. And I might sound a bit like an old hippie, but it's been lovely to sit in the garden first thing in the morning and listen to the birdsong. I realise if I did have any street cred, I'm pretty sure it's gone now after saying that. Something that some of the young people I've been working with in the last few weeks and months have found useful is to have an affirmation, which is kind of a saying that can be used every day and it helps them feel more motivated. You could try to think of one yourselves. It could be something like, I am kind, I can make good choices, my past doesn't have to define my future, I am in charge of how I feel. The more often you can repeat these statements, the more impact they will have. Maybe you could have your own affirmation as a wallpaper on your phone, or you could write it down on a pencil case to help you remember it and repeat it. Perhaps you could try some other things during lockdown to keep you healthy and motivated. Keeping a routine is really important. Having a simple structure can help regulate your day, providing a bit of focus and putting a bit of certainty into uncertain times. Be active. Doing a little bit of exercise will help lift your mood. Even if you find it hard to be motivated, you will never regret doing it. Get outside when you can whilst practicing social distancing. Learn something new. It can give you a much needed confidence boost, a sense of and take your mind off things. Play, laugh, have some fun. Be creative, take some time to relax when it all feels a bit dark. Playing and having fun can bring some light into your day. Stay connected, keep in touch regularly and frequently with friends and family by telephone, email, FaceTime, WhatsApp, Zoom and social media. Eat and sleep well. Eat as best you can and regularly, including breakfast. Eat fruit and vegetables, drink plenty of water. Prioritise a good night's sleep. Try going to bed and getting up at the same time each day. It will kind of help you, keep your emotions under control. Now for this part of the discussion, I'd like to make an appeal to the young men listening to this, because all too often young men and boys are told things like man up, boys don't cry, that sort of thing. And I think ideas like this can be very harmful, because if you think about it, why would feelings have a gender? And why should certain people be told how to feel by someone else? It doesn't really make any sense to me. If you are a young man and you think one of your mates might be struggling with something, it could mean the world to that person if you just got in touch with them and asked them how they're doing. You could call them, text them, whatever way you would prefer. I mean, also we know how lads can get a bit over the top with banter, so make sure your mates are okay with something before you do it. Try not to get laughs at other people's misfortune, because it might affect them more than you think. In my job with Oasis, I deliver a program called I Can. The program is for young men aged 13 to 16 who may have experienced domestic abuse. Maybe they would like to know more about how to have healthy relationships. They might be caught up in situations that feel dangerous. They might be struggling with friendships and isolation. The program allows a safe and non-judgmental space to help young men develop resilience, build on their strengths, and if they wish to, they can talk about anything that's on their mind. If you feel the I Can program may be helpful, please contact Oasis. Oasis have other programs available to support all young people that have experienced domestic abuse. If you have been affected by domestic abuse, you can contact Oasis directly or talk to a trusted adult or a youth worker or a teacher, for example, and they can contact us on your behalf. After this video, there will be information about how to contact Oasis and other agencies that may be able to support you if you're experiencing any difficulties. If you are struggling, that's all right. Remember what I said earlier, it's okay to not feel okay, but please try to reach out to somebody. Everybody be kind, especially to yourself. Okay? Thanks a lot.